Every workplace is a living tarot deck. 6 archetypes playing out ancient patterns of power, wisdom, and chaos. If you've been stuck in reactive mode, constantly busy but never ahead, you're embodying the wrong archetype. Today, I'm revealing which tarot energy is sabotaging your career and how to shift into the archetype of mastery. Most people think the goal of the office is to look busy. They read the books, they take the notes, but they have no idea how to execute. They are hard workers, the jacks of all trades, masters of none. They're reactive. They're hit by the bus employees who hoard knowledge because they're afraid of being fired. Today, we're killing that mindset. Welcome to the Common Sense Lab. I'm going to show you how to be the silent killer, the one who is 10 steps ahead while everyone else is just trying to survive the day. But first, let me introduce you to the lab. This isn't just theory. This is a real office with real personalities and real dysfunction. Meet the 6 pillars, the characters who represent every office dynamic you've ever experienced. Pillar 1, Balthazar Moist, the CEO. 6 feet tall, always looks like he just stepped out of a rainstorm. His hair is perpetually damp. Balti is the theory guy. He makes no sense, but he's in charge. He'll pitch ideas that sound revolutionary until you realize there's no execution plan. He's all vision, zero clarity. Pillar 2, Walter Grump, the office manager. 5'8", sharp suit, receding hairline. Walter carries a leather doctor's bag everywhere like he's about to perform surgery on your inefficiency. He's old school. He believes in process, but his processes are from 1987. He'll tell you how things should be done while ignoring how things actually work now. Pillar 3, Sandy Vane, the designer. 5'5", chic blonde, always in high fashion. Sandy is the high art over-complicator. She'll turn a simple email signature into a 40-slide brand deck. Everything needs to be aesthetically perfect, even if it means missing every deadline. Pillar 4, Unit 4, or Eugene Patel, the IT manager. 38, polo shirt with a bow tie. Eugene is the logical robot. He has no creativity, only systems. If it's not in the manual, it doesn't exist. He's efficient, but he'll never solve a problem that requires human intuition. Pillar 5, Jonathan Hong, the accountant. 5'6", clean cut, office smart. John is the true visionary. He's the glue. While everyone else is playing politics or chasing aesthetics, John sees the big picture. He's the silent killer in this office, and he doesn't even know it yet. Pillar 6, Barnaby Blaine, the HR manager. 33, stocky, facial stubble, messy hair. Barney is the messy guy. He points fingers, he stirs the pot, and when things go wrong, he's nowhere to be found. He's the embodiment of reactive chaos. These 6 represent the yin and yang of every office, the power plays, the validations, the right and the wrong. And in this series, I'm going to show you how John, the silent killer, navigates this mess while everyone else is drowning in it. My philosophy isn't built on theory, it's built on these 6 pillars. They are my yin and my yang. They represent the world we live in, the power plays, the validations, the right and the wrong. They kept me grounded and taught me to dissect issues from perspectives most people ignore. While the hard worker is busy troubleshooting temporary fixes, the silent killer is looking at these 6 pillars to build a framework. You don't waste energy, you don't waste resources, you prioritize the big picture. The hard worker says, I'm on it, then passes the work down because they don't actually know how to write a process. They carry their knowledge like a secret weapon because they think it makes them special. But the silent killer? The silent killer is a smooth worker. You are proactive. You don't wait for the fire to start. You've already removed the fuel. You aren't master of none. You are the master of the framework. If you hit the bus tomorrow, your legacy is the system you built, not the secrets you kept. Let me give you a real example from the lab. Balti, the CEO, sends an email at 11 p.m. We need to pivot the Q4 strategy. Thoughts? No context, no deadline, no clarity. Walter immediately schedules a meeting for 8 a.m. the next day. Sandy starts redesigning the entire brand identity. Eugene creates a 20-page system document that nobody asked for. Barney panics and sends a company-wide email about change management protocols. And John does nothing because John knows Balti will forget he even sent that email by morning. This is the difference. The hard worker reacts. The silent killer anticipates. John has seen this pattern 47 times. He knows when to move and when to wait. That's the framework. Here's another disaster. The office printer breaks. Barney, the HR guy, immediately sends an all-staff email. Printer etiquette reminder, please be patient. Sandy, the designer, suggests we hire a consultant to reimagine our print strategy. Walter schedules a 2-hour meeting to discuss print workflow optimization. Eugene creates a ticketing system for print jobs. Balti suggests we go paperless, then prints 40 copies of his memo about going paperless. And John walks to the print shop across the street, gets the document printed, and is back at his desk in 8 minutes. Everyone else is still in the meeting. This is dysfunction. 6 smart people, 0 coordination. The hard worker creates process theater. The silent killer solves the problem. Here is your first lab experiment. Go back 6 months in your email. If your to-do list isn't 80% completed, you have a disconnect. Most offices are a mess of poor communication. The CEO gives vague instructions, nobody understands, but nobody asks. So nothing gets done. People procrastinate because they're afraid to look stupid. The silent killer doesn't guess. They clarify, they execute, and they close the loop. If you're sitting there with 80% of your tasks still pending after 6 months, you aren't productive. You're just vibrating. Lab experiment 2. The meeting audit. Count how many meetings you attended last month. Now, apply the AAA filter. Was there an agenda? Was there an action taken? And was there an accountable owner assigned? If even one of those is missing, that meeting wasn't collaboration, it was performance art. Real collaboration has a measurable outcome. The silent killer doesn't attend meetings to be seen or to brainstorm with Balthazar. They attend to move the needle. If your meeting to outcome ratio is anything less than 100%, you aren't collaborating. You're just spectating other people's confusion. Lab experiment 3, the dependency test. If you disappeared for 2 weeks, what would break? If the answer is everything, you're a hard worker hoarding knowledge. If the answer is nothing, you've built the framework. The silent killer documents processes, trains backups, and builds systems that run without them. That's not job insecurity, that's leadership. Lab experiment 4. The value add filter. Look at your calendar from last week. For every task, ask, did this move the company forward or did it just keep the lights on? If 80% of your time is keeping the lights on, you're stuck in reactive mode. The silent killer automates the lights, then focuses on building the future. We import the finest beans from Indonesia to the peaks of the Canadian Rockies. We know that a smooth process is the difference between a bitter cup and a masterpiece. It's the same in your career. Stop being reactive. Start being strategic. So which archetype are you embodying? The reactive fool? The rigid Hierophant? Pull a card today and ask yourself, am I the hard worker trapped in chaos or the silent killer channeling the magician's strategic mastery? Subscribe to see how we use tarot wisdom to transform your work energy. More archetypes coming soon.